People. Welcome. Oh, I'm too close. Hello, people. Welcome back to the channel. So today I decided to do another commentary video with my nice, new quality, very good quality mic, and today we're going to be doing it on the toxic solo stand culture of the fandom known as dives. Now, I did a video on Fear Nots versus dive, but where I explained who dives are, and I'm just gonna go over who they are again because if you clicked on this video, you probably know who they are already. But for people who probably don't know who they are, let me just explain to you in this section that I'm about to go up into right now. So let's get started with the video, eh? Okay. Dives are the fandom of the girl group known as IVE, featuring the members One Young, Eugen, Liz, Isa, Gao, and Rae. And they are under the company of Starship TV, or no, Starship Entertainment, along with other groups like, I believe, Monster X and Gravity. Um, so that's a little bit about the group that they stand. Some of their works that you might have heard if you're into K-pop. Their amazing successful debut, 11. Their even more successful first comeback, Love Dive. There are also other tracks like Afterlike and I Am, and then most recent comeback with Off the Record, Batty, and Either Way. So, um, dives are the fandom to this group, and let me tell you, I'll get into this later in the video too, but like they are so toxic. I'm a part of some of the most toxic fandoms in K-pop. For example, I'm a part of In Hyphen's fandom and Jeans. They're a whole other video though, so maybe if you want me to make a video on that, I will. I'm also a part of Fear Nots, which Fear Nots not necessarily toxic, but they have like a superiority complex, which I might talk about in another video. Um, but yeah, I'm also a Keplian, so and they're like woof. So let's get into the problem that I'm going to discuss, which is the solo stand problem, and then let's go into the types of solo stands in this group. Okay. So you must be like, "Oh, why is she making the title of the video a chapter in her video?" Bro, don't even with me right now. But so here's what I'm going to go into. I'm going to get straight to the point. Um Dives have a solo standing problem, and it's insane because how do you have a fandom that's supposed to be collective as just one fandom, and then you have separate other fandoms for these other people? And it's not like I get like, yeah, this person has their own fandom, this person has their own fandom. That's cool. But the problem what comes with solo standing. Solo standing is okay as long as you're not trashing the other members. But when it comes to dives, they always have something to complain about with the other members they don't stand. So let's talk about the types of solo stands. And I'm gonna set these up in maybe 2 or 3 chapters explaining like each member's solo standing fandom problems and stuff. So let's get into it now. Now, with One Young and Eugen stands, it's pretty basic to be honest. One Young stands just believe that she's superior to every other member, and actually, you know what? One Young stands are usually the least toxic of them all. Um, if I'm being completely honest with you, I think One Young stands are just like they're just in their own world. They're not really bothering anybody else. I don't think. But they do say that the other members copy her a lot, which is annoying. But other than that, I think they're like the least toxic stands in the whole solo stand. Like they're just kind of there, and they're like not really bothering anybody. At least I've never seen them bother anybody, to be honest. Okay. Um, they even created a whole trend on TikTok called One Youngism. It's just about like self love, self care, and stuff. It's actually a really cute trend, to be honest. Um, but then we have Eugen stands who are always. I don't know how to describe Eugen stands. I used to be a Eugen stan and a Liz stan, to be honest. And I wasn't a pity Liz stan, thank you very much. But I'll talk about that in the next section. Um, So I think Eugen stands are the ones who are always just, I don't know. I've seen Eugen stands make fun of other members' talents and stuff, comparing them to Eugen and just saying that they're inferior. I don't know if anybody else has seen that, but I've definitely seen some hate comments like that. So not cool. Um, not cool, Eugen stands. Um, yeah, let's go on to the Liz and Gal stands. Next type is the Liz and Gatl stands. When I tell you, these two solo stand-ups are insane. So number one, Liz pity stands. Liz's pity stands. They annoy me so much because remember when the whole kitsch thing happened where Liz only got 5 seconds of this 5 seconds of the song out of like 3 minutes, I believe, when other members got like 20 seconds and she only got five. Um, well, uh, fans were quick to jump to the conclusions and they assumed Starship was ignoring Liv when in reality, in the entire album, she has like the most lines out of everyone. Like you could hear her the most in the album. So the reason, I was really like joking about this. The reason they gave her 5 lines in Kitsch is to give her a break, bro, because she was singing throughout the entire album so much. And it was really Gatl and Rae who got the short end of the stick, to be honest. So a lot of Liz pity stands came in, and everybody was just standing her because they felt bad for her and maybe mad, man. Maybe a lot, maybe really mad. Because I feel like people lost interest in her when Love Dive hit. Because she was all the rage during 11 era with her blonde hair, but then when Love Dive hit, everybody was just ignoring her. And when Afterlife came, no one thought of her as well. But as soon as Kitsch came out and she only got 5 seconds of the song, everybody was standing her. Now on to Gaul. Gaul is definitely one of the most underrated members in my own opinion. I feel like Gaul and Ray deserve a lot more love, and that's what Gaul fans think too, which is fine, which is great. But when they bring One Young into the conversation, it gets annoying. It gets old. It gets repetitive. It gets boring. Because they always bring in One Young. They're like, oh, Gaul is so much better than One Young. Oh, so much more talented. Oh, so much more pretty. Like Gaul stands are always bringing One Young into the conversation. And I'm like, stop. Like this has nothing to do with One Young. Why are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? Okay, on to the Liz and Esau stands, which they're not really that toxic to be honest, but let's get into it. Okay, so these two stand-ups aren't really anything to talk about to be honest. I feel like Ray's stand-up is actually pretty calm. They're actually I feel like them and One Young stands are the very least toxic of them all. Because I haven't really seen any Ray stands acting up lately to be honest. Although in the past, I did see them comparing her to Gaul a whole lot, but I haven't really seen anything like that nowadays. So they're pretty tame, to be honest. But then you also have Esau stands. Esau stands are defenders for life because fear nuts, like I said, have a superiority complex and decide, oh, let's compare Enche and Esau because they're around the same age. I think they're what 16, 17, I think around that age, right? So they're like, let's compare two teenage girls because it's fun and we're bored and we have no life, yay. But I feel like Esau stands are always on the rise of her defense, like for example what happened at Mama MMA, I think, not last year, where she was like, where they won like the song of the year award with Love Dive, deserved by the way, with Love Dive, and she started to cry while like saying her fandom's name, which was actually pretty sweet and cute because it's a really huge award. Who wouldn't be overjoyed? You know what I'm saying? So like, leave the girl alone. Plus, she was like 15, 16 at the time. Like, girl has like they have no life to call her cringy, baby girl. No, okay. Please just stop making fun of her. It's not whatever, never mind. That's really all I have to say about these two fandoms. They don't really have anything to. They're not really toxic, to be honest. I don't think. But yeah, let's go into the next chapter, which yeah. Okay, so I think we all know why this has made dives become so toxic, because having two no having like six individual fandoms for individual members come together, and then having the OT6 fandom come together as well, having to defend the girls and having their own center, like it's such a hassle. And I feel like that's why dives or something, dives, dive, that's why dives are such one of the most toxic fourth gen fandoms right now, along with Engians and Keplians, which I made a video on Keplians and the hate trains against tuning back here. Go check that out. It'll be at the end of this video. It'll be at the end screen. But yeah, it's just really toxic, and I don't really know how people like. I don't understand how people can hate on each other and on people like that didn't have anything to do with them, that didn't do anything to them in real life or virtually or anything. Like, these idols have done nothing to you, so I don't understand how you can hate them like that. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. But yeah, so that's really all I have to say for this video, to be honest. So I'll put the outro here as well. But this has just become a problem within the fandom, and if we don't solve it now, it's gonna get even more toxic as time goes by. Cause with I get that these fandoms are already toxic as they are, but like with BTS and Blackpink and you know, like their fandoms and stuff, like they're so toxic. Armies and Blinks are like some of the most toxic fandoms in K-pop, along with Stays, of course. But like, you don't understand how many solo stands I've seen fighting each other on the internet for no reason at all over the stupidest things. And it's like, get a life, you know? So if we don't fix it now, we're gonna become like just like them. And I can already see it happening with other fandoms as well. So we as a K-pop community need to shape up and like stop being delusional, you know? Okay. That's enough for this video. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.